Wine and Crime contains graphic and explicit content which may not be suitable for some listeners. Listener discretion is advised.
You are listening to Wine and Crime, the podcast where two friends chug wine, chat true crime, and
on room
unleash.
spray.
I was choking on room spray. And, whatever else. Mm-hmm. And unleashing their worst Minnesotan accents.
Yes, we are. Hello.
Hi, I can taste it in my mouth. I'm Lucy.
I'm Amanda.
God, I only sprayed 2 spritzes. Goddess Home fragrance. Very potent.
It's really nice, though. It looks gorgeous.
The branding is beautiful. That is the sole reason why I bought it. I did not buy it to taste it.
And yet,
Here we are. Okay, welcome back. And if this is your first time, God help you. We have a very special fan pick for you today.
Yeah, for once, I am not covering, one of the darkest tragedy cases of all time for a fan episode.
Like a family of 6 perishing in a house fire.
No, I needed a break, so I'm very appreciative of this episode.
Yes, this episode will be lighthearted, although there is death, but I won't say it was unwarranted.
Sometimes death is a mercy.
Sometimes. Anyway, today's fan pick is brought to you by Sophie Rouge, who was our costume contest winner at our live show in Albuquerque.
That was so fun.
We have to do more costume contests.
We do. It was a blast. We put out the call for costumes. We wore costumes, and then we invited costumed people on stage and did an audience clap-o-meter to see who won. Meter. And the winner got, I think, a merch item and a fan pick.
Yeah.
Loved it. It was so fun.
Yeah. Sophie had, I feel like maybe a mesh shirt or something.
It was like the alien leotard moment. I feel like
tight.
Yeah, it was hot.
It was.
There was
Sophie
someone
dressed as a hot alien,
full-blown spacesuit. It was incredible.
Yes, more costumes I think are the key to life in general, and particularly our live shows. Anyway, Sophie has chosen the topic of Cactus Crimes.
Oh, who knew?
Well, when I first got the email, I was like, Cactus Crimes? How many crimes could there possibly be relating to cacti?
Kind of a lot.
Kind of a lot. So, who knew? Sophie knew. So yeah, let's get started with
Who knew?
Cactus Crimes. But first, Amanda, what's our wine crime pairing for this?
Well, our winner, Sophie, wanted us to put together or pair or find or suggest a prickly pear cocktail. So I went out to look for how you would put that together. But so you can get prickly pear syrups, kind of like an agave, but you can also get prickly pear liqueur. So I'm like,
oh,
fuck yeah, prickly pear liqueur. And I stumbled upon Thatcher's Organic Prickly Pear Liqueur. And they, on their website, which is thatchersorganic.com, have a bunch of recipes that they recommend using the prickly pear liqueur for. And I chose the spicy prickly pear. So to make this, you'll use 1 ounce of Thatcher's Organic Prickly Pear Liqueur, 1 ounce of mezcal, 4 to 6 ounces of ginger beer, it's depending on your taste, 2 to 3 jalapeno rounds, like the little sliced discs without the seeds, 0.5 ounces of agave syrup, and 1 ounce of fresh lime juice. And then you can slice a jalapeno to garnish it as well. So you'll put this in a cocktail shaker. You can muddle the jalapeno rounds in the agave syrup and the lime juice at the bottom. And then you add the Thatcher's Organic Prickly Pear Liqueur, you add the mezcal, you add your ice, you shake it vigorously, and then strain it into a rocks glass that's filled with fresh ice and top it with ginger beer and garnish with that jalapeno slice.
That sounds so good.
I know. I'm going to have to make this on our next Palm Springs getaway.
Yeah, and the ginger beer with the jalapeno.
Kind of balance out the spice. And I like these where the spice comes from jalapeno that's fresh, because then you really have a lot of control over, maybe you don't want to use jalapeno. Maybe you want to go with a milder pepper. Maybe you only want to use muddle in one little jalapeno round. Like, you can control how spicy it is. I'd probably go for all three and then regret it, but that's me. You don't have to do what I do. But you can snag your own bottle of Thatcher's Organic Prickly Pear Liqueur at thatchersorganic.com. It's THATCHERS organic.com. And it looks gorgeous. And if the spicy prickly pear is not the recipe that's going to vibe for you, they have a ton of other ones. They have really fun margaritas. They had a mule on there. They had some really, really cool looking cocktail ideas. The only reason I didn't pick a margarita or a mule is because I had like recently paired both. So I wanted to try something different. But honestly, this sounds absolutely spectacular.
The flavors.
I know. A complex tapestry.
Just the different colors. I
you
wonder if it would
believe?
be like pink
It
because
is.
of the prickly pear. Ooh.
Yeah, the bottle of the Thatcher's Prickly Pear is just stunning. It kind of looks like an intense rosé. It's really beautiful. So you can really play with it and play with your glassware that you're serving it in, play with your garnishes. Like, that's what makes cocktail mixing so fun. It's not just the taste, but like the design of how the cocktail looks. Speaking of, did you see well, it's on TikTok, but it's from Cameo. Somebody got a cameo from Tom Sandoval to do a baby gender reveal for somebody.
Oh my God, no.
And he made a bright blue cocktail, and it's like the weirdest, one of the weirdest things I've ever seen.
I still am obsessed with the Jack Sailor video cameo.
You will never recover from this.
I heard your dad died. That's too bad. You will never recover from this.
Everyone tells you that it gets better, but for me, it's been 6 years, and things are worse than they've ever been.
You think it sucks now? It's only going to get worse.
It's only going to get worse. You could come on my podcast, and we could talk about it. This man needs to be put away, studied under glass.
Amnesia.
Anyway, that is my cocktail recommendation for today. And if you're doing a baby reveal, if that's what you care about, this would be perfect for the girl, I guess. I also have a pink drink, but mine is strawberry peach LaCroix.
Well, I have a bowl full of cherry tomatoes from my garden.
Yum. I have those same bowls from the FabFitFun box.
Yep.
They're so cute. They're perfect for little veggies like that.
My Latin friend Ben broke the pink one a couple weeks ago.
I think I broke the pink one too. And the blue one is chipped. So I think the green one is the only one that's still clinging to life. Oops. Well, look at us. We are the same.
Wow. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Let's take a quick break so you can slam some cherry tomatoes and folks can hear a word from our sponsors. Unless, of course, you are an Uncorked subscriber, in which case you get this episode and all of our main feed episodes ad-free, plus a lot of other bonus content.
Lucky you.
You lucky ducky. Believe it or not, I know it's still hot out, especially here in the Midwest, but summer is winding down, babes. We're at the end of August. I can't believe it. But it's happening, and it's time to start thinking about refreshing the wardrobe. You want to get those staple pieces for the seasons ahead. And Quince really nails it with luxe essentials that feel effortless and look polished. They're perfect for layering and mixing, and is that not the name of the game for fall and winter? I mean, come on, the layering. Their styles are so versatile, I find myself reaching for them again and again.
Wouldn't you know it, I have the Quince tab open in the window that I'm looking at for this ad read.
Oh!
Currently looking at the Italian hand-woven leather mini shoulder bag because
Stop. That's gorgeous.
Adorable.
I want it.
I'm a big fan of their Italian leather products. Also, they're like really versatile. I think they call them summer sweaters. Like just very thin and so affordable. They've got chic cashmere and cotton sweaters starting at just $40, washable silk tops, and classic denim pants. These are timeless styles that you're going to keep coming back to. This is not fast fashion, people.
No.
And the best part, everything with Quince is half the cost of similar brands. By working directly with top artisans and cutting out the middlemen, Quince gives you luxury without the markup. And Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices and premium fabrics and finishes like the Italian leather that I just mentioned.
Girl, they have a kids back to school.
Yes.
It's so cute. I'm like, what can I get for my nieces? OMG. I'm obsessed. The flower leggings.
Oh my God. And I know I've mentioned their bedding before, but like you have to explore their whole website. They've got stuff crawling out of their ears.
Honestly,
it's
their
amazing.
selection is incredible. So elevate your fall wardrobe essentials with Quince. Go to quince.com/wine for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/wine to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/wine.
Telehealth has definitely made mental health care way more convenient and accessible for millions of people. However, there are still some shortfalls. There are some critical challenges, such as finding a suitable therapist, scheduling appointments, and the expensive out-of-pocket costs. I mean, when you think about seeking a therapist, the first thing that I think of is like, I can't afford that.
Right.
But Rula is on a mission to make high-quality mental health care from a licensed professional easy and affordable for absolutely everyone. Rula has got you covered. They take most major insurance plans, and the average copay is just $15 a session. Like, you can do this.
Yep.
You can get the quality care that you need when you need it at a price that you can afford. And Rula's not just affordable. This is my favorite part. They like follow up. They stick with you through your journey. They make sure you get the best therapy and also that you're making progress. They're like the nice teacher that checks in on you at recess. Make sure you're making friends, getting along. With Rula, every provider is carefully vetted and chosen for their expertise, and you'll always know you're in the hands of quality providers who are dedicated to making real progress in your care.
The first step on your journey to mental well-being is pretty easy, actually. Rula starts by asking you a few questions about what's important to you, and then provides a list of licensed in-network providers who match your preferences. So if you're willing to go in to their initial assessment with like honesty and openness, you really can get matched quite well. And then you can schedule your preferred time and meet with your therapist as soon as the next day. It's like so quick. It's such a game changer. So go to rula.com/gals to get started today. That's RULA.com/gals for convenient therapy that is covered by insurance. Thousands have already trusted Rula to support them on their journey toward improved mental health and overall well-being. Head on over to rula.com/gals to get started today. After you sign up, they ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them our show sent you. Go to RULA.com/gals and take the first step towards better mental health today. You deserve quality care from someone who cares. I've got a couple of cats, and that means double the snuggles, double the silliness, double the hair, and worst of all, double the litter duty.
Double the poop.
Honestly, you don't think of how insane double poop is until you're working with it. And OMG, it's a lot more. It's twice as much. So this is why I use Pretty Litter, because it just makes things so much easier. Not only does it control odors and last longer than any other litter I've tried, it also keeps me ahead of health issues. They've got this color-changing crystal situation, these flag fluctuations in your cat's urine. So they can give you a little, ayo, you might want to check and see if your kitty's got a UTI or something going on. Something's off.
Yeah, and not only does it indicate like fluctuations in your cat's health, but it also just helps your house smell better. When I first started using Pretty Litter, our boxes are in the basement. But when we first switched over, I went into the basement and I'm like, oh, wait, my basement doesn't actually just smell bad. It was just the clay litter that I had been using.
Yep.
So, and in particular, if you live in like an apartment, you've got to check out Pretty Litter. Pretty Litter ships free straight to your door, so no heavy bags to carry, no last-minute pet store runs. It's formulated with silica gel crystals that are safe for cats and people alike. And this advanced odor control means that your home smells like a home and not a litter box. Or in my case, my basement smells like a dang basement. The ultra-absorbent formula uses less material than clay litter, so this reduces waste and saves money. Like I said, it's ideal for apartments, busy lifestyles, or if you have multiple cats.
I'm obsessed with the fact that they deliver it. Like, you could have it delivered to your door.
Yes.
Like, lugging the giant thing of cat litter at the store is a true nightmare. You don't have to do that anymore, babes.
They thought of everything.
They've thought of everything. And right now, save 20% on your first order and get a free cat toy at prettylitter.com/gals. That's prettylitter.com/gals to save 20% on your first order and get a free cat toy. prettylitter.com/gals. Pretty Litter cannot detect every feline health issue or prevent or diagnose diseases. A diagnosis can only come from a licensed veterinarian. Terms and conditions apply. See site for details. All right, welcome back. And let's get into some cactus mayhem. Lucy, what have you prepared for us today for Cactus Crimes?
Well, little bit of everything except for psych. I don't have any psych. Oh,
Shake your bones. Shake your bones. Oh, I love that sound. It just like tickles something in my brain.
the snake ribs.
It's so delicate.
It's a good one. Anyway, no psych. But etymologically, the word cactus comes from the Greek cactos, meaning spiny plant.
Oh,
Pretty straightforward, those Greeks.
I love them. I miss the Greeks. Alex, if you're listening, we miss you and we love you.
Alex. God, what a guy.
What a guy.
FYI, I wanted to get this out of the way. I know everyone's going to be thinking about it the whole time. The plural for cactus is acceptable as cacti, cactuses, and also just cactus.
Uh-huh.
So let's not be up on our high horse.
No.
Because pretty
Tomato,
much...
tomato, cactus, cacti, cactuses.
Well, not that one, but yes. Cactuses.
Fine.
Cactu.
Cactus.
Cactus. It's a member of the plant family Cactaceae in the order Caryophyllalis, comprising of nearly 2,000 different species.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Another source said 2,500 worldwide, but it's about, we're going to go with 2,000.
Yeah, roughly 2,000.
Cacti are native through most of the length of North and South America. So basically from British Columbia and Alberta southward. The southernmost limit of their range extends far into Chile and Argentina. Mm-hmm. Mexico has the greatest number and variety of species. The only cacti possibly native to the Old World are members of the genus Rhipsalis.
Cool.
So those were occurring in East Africa, Madagascar, and Sri Lanka.
Wow.
But that's kind of only if you classify those particular plants as cacti.
Okay.
Which I guess it's a little squishy. There's
Controversial.
There's not solid lines always, you know. Mm-hmm. Cacti are succulents. They are perennials, which means they come back every year.
Throughout the years, yes. They could live a very long time.
She says confidently.
We just unfortunately had to say goodbye to a cactus that Bill has had in our bathroom for a long time. She finally bit the dust.
How old was it?
Several years. I think we got it before we moved into our house, so at least 5 years old.
How'd she die? Did she get too much water?
I'm not sure. She was in kind of a small pot. I think it was probably would have been a good idea to repot her, and also it wasn't like in that great a shape. It was one of those situations where they like glued a fake flower to the top of it, and I was like, oh, that's not a real flower.
No. It's a Home Depot cactus.
Or something like that, and clipped it off. We might have gotten it as a gift, but we did keep it alive, and it was growing Bill kept it alive, and it was growing like additional arms. So it was doing well for a while, but yeah, I think we probably should have repotted it. But it's fine. We got a new plant there.
It's okay.
5-6 years, good run.
Good run.
Good run.
So cacti generally have thick herbaceous or woody chlorophyll-containing stems. It's the main guy. Cacti can be distinguished from other succulents by the presence of areoles.
Areolas.
Which are small cushion-like structures with trichomes or plant hairs, and in almost all species of cacti, spines or barbed bristles called glochids.
The worst are the spines that like are so tiny and seemingly soft that you like can't even see them. Mm-hmm. Oh, God. The worst.
Yeah. I don't know about the worst. Well, we'll get to the spines. Areoles are modified branches, and we'll also get back to this, from which flowers, more branches, and leaves, when present, they're usually not present, may grow out of. So the areoles, the areolas are just a spot where something comes out. Go figure. In most species, leaves are absent, greatly reduced, or modified as spines, minimizing the amount of surface area from which water can be lost. And the stem has taken over the photosynthetic functions of the plant, so you don't need leaves to absorb the sunlight and do all the photosynthesis part. That's just the job of the whole stem of the plant.
Very cool.
I feel like we have talked about cactuses and how they like stay cool before. Maybe in like a Desert Crimes episode or something.
I think so.
Because I know we talked about the spikes and how it keeps the plant cool. It also reduces the airflow against the surface of the plant, thereby minimizing moisture loss.
Yeah, drying out.
And also protects it from predators.
I feel like we must have talked about this in like Arizona Crimes, because I think I shared or uploaded my photo from the last time I went to Phoenix. I was desperate to get a photo with a giant cactus, so we went hiking like a bunch of times, and they're so incredible. They're such incredible plants. I get why people are just like in awe of these plants, and they can be huge.
We'll get to it.
Oh God.
Yeah, I kind of fell in love with cacti when I was doing this research.
Yeah.
Some species of cacti can grow on other plants. Some can grow like high up in trees or like kind of climb up the trees.
Interesting.
They can also grow on just like straight up rock. They can be tiny and low to the ground. Like the tiniest one is like a half an inch in diameter or something like that.
How cute.
I know. Or they can be 40 feet tall. Like the difference between all these species of cacti, even though they're all in the same family, it's just like...
It's nuts.
It's nuts. The evolution.
Yeah, very cool.
So there are two main types of cacti. We have the Opuntias and columnar cacti. So Opuntias, I really never want to say this word again because I don't know how to say it. Also called prickly pears, have cacti that have flat, fleshy pads instead of the traditional cylindrical stem. These plants are covered in spines and they produce small edible fruits.
Okay.
Prickly pears. Columnar cacti, on the other hand, have tall, straight stems with ridges running up and down its length. These cacti often grow to be quite large and are home to many species of animals in their native habitats. So there's like all kinds of birds and stuff that like burrow in the cactus, the trunks of the cacti.
Sure do. A lot of animals survive off of the fruit and water supply of cacti.
Have you heard of a keystone species?
I think so.
So it's in a certain ecosystem. It's a species that like
Sustains
the rest of the system
entire,
heavily depends on.
Yeah, it's like the foundation of that specific ecosystem.
Yes.
Very applicable to my case.
That's what cacti are.
Incredible.
In their environs. So cacti are often used by us now as decoration, but they can also be used for their medicinal properties. Some contain compounds that can be used to treat diabetes.
Ever heard of it?
Is this one thing you've never tried?
Try prickly pear and manuka honey.
You don't really want to get better.
Yeah, just stop eating carbs.
Himalayan salt.
Ugh.
Can also be used to treat arthritis and headaches. Cactus fruit are often eaten fresh, and the cactus flesh can be turned into juice and wine.
Cool.
The pads can be cooked and eaten. Cacti are used in traditional medicine and are believed to have a variety of healing properties.
I believe it.
Keystone species, man.
Yeah, and they're really a fucking fascinating plant.
I personally think they're really hard to keep alive because I just water them. I'll just water them too much because I think they're thirsty, but they're not. This is from Planet Desert. And I read this and I was like, God, advertorial. Just the shit you can find on
the internet?
Fine, yes.
Oh, Lord.
Another cool cactus fact is that they are known for their ability to thrive in dry and arid conditions, making them perfect for busy individuals or those who might not have a green thumb. Some cacti species, like the saguaro cactus, can go for long periods, even up to 2 years without water.
Damn.
They have adapted to store water in their stems, allowing them to survive in harsh desert environments. Most cacti are resistant to pets thanks to their sharp spines.
Your cats aren't going to eat it.
This makes them a great choice for households with curious furry friends. I was like,
They learn real quick not to mess with those bad boys.
it could be argued they're a terrible choice for household with furry friends.
I love it. Lean into it. It's a feature, not a bug.
Yeah, well, that just threw me off. I was like, okay.
I love it.
Cactus, the spines. I went down a rabbit hole about the spines. The jury's still out on whether they are modified leaves or modified bud scales. However, the difference is inconsequential because bud scales themselves are modified leaves.
Okay.
Also, I want to shout out Callie and Jeffrey, the botanists who were on our trip to Greece.
Oh my God. When we had to pull the bus over because a bunch of people were puking from the motion sickness, and there's like 4 lovely, beautiful women just retching on the side of the road while Jeff is just balls deep in a bush doing his botany thing, not paying any attention to all the pukers around him.
Barfer, Jeffrey, Barfer.
It was so fucking funny.
Ass up in a bush. He was just like, wow, the petals on this native plant.
For once, I was not one of the
Smell
barfers, but it was an intense first half of that bus ride. I will say that.
I was kind of enjoying it. I also like turbulence on airplanes.
It wasn't turbulent. It was just windy. And
I know, but it's kind of the same thing. I sort of liked it.
Ugh,
I don't know.
you're a freak.
Yeah, well. Anyway, Callie and Jeffrey, if you're listening, you already know all this.
Probably.
Just skip ahead. But aside from the fact that spines come out in the same spot that a leaf would, I think one of the areolas, spines are very certainly not leaves. The cells of a mature spine are all, it's dead because it's a cactus and it wants to conserve water. The only living cells on the spine are at the bottom, so
It's
they
kind
just
of like
grow
hair.
out. Yeah.
The living stuff is in the bulb at the root.
So they actually, on that cellular level, have more in common with wood fibers than leaf fibers.
That tracks.
So this is from a research page from the University of Texas. I just really went down a spine
You
hole.
did.
Many cacti are protected from full sunlight by a dense covering of spines. Rather surprisingly, perhaps as many as half of all cactus species are adapted to dark rainforests or semi-shady shrublands, grasslands, or cool, wet, cloudy highlands. Such plants would be killed quickly by exposure to full sunlight in Phoenix, Arizona. Species in such cool or semi-shady habitats often have either just a few spines or only very short ones. However, cacti from intensely sunny, hot deserts often must have a complete covering of spines.
Wow.
In many cases, the spines are so strong and painful that they obviously offer both protection and shade. But in many species, the spines are so soft that a hungry, thirsty animal would chew through them with no problem.
Interesting.
So those would be like the ones with the little hair-like.
Yeah.
Like if you were hungry and you had fur that would protect you from most of that
Yes.
shit anyway.
If I had
it's not
fur-
offering much protection.
No. Yeah. No. No. Yeah. No. Yeah.
The benefit of such spines definitely appears to be blocking sunlight and thus preventing the plant from overheating, the chlorophyll from being bleached, and the plant's DNA from being damaged. So just like kind of
It does
spells
so
out
many
exactly
important
what.
things.
Yeah. For example, in Mammillaria plumosa, aka the feather cactus, I do have a picture on the drive, which will be on the website.
Okay.
It looks like it's just covered in cotton.
Bill texted to tell me that he overwatered it. So now we
okay.
know. Now we know the full reason. He must be in the other room listening.
Yeah. They're too easy to overwater.
Oh, the mammillaria is so gorgeous. Oh my God. It looks like cauliflower.
Yes, it does.
It's
But that's
so
all
cool.
technically it's spines. It looks
Yeah.
like fur. So in that particular example, spine epidermis cells project outward as long trichomes, giving the spine a feathery appearance. In other species, the spines are flat, thin, and papery, being too flexible to deter animals, but broad enough to shade the plant, as well as to camouflage the cacti among the grasses with which it grows. Yeah, and like I said, it also reduces the airflow on the surface of the plant, thereby decreasing the water loss.
So cool.
So then I started reading about saguaro trees, which it's spelled Saguaro. So I think a lot of people read it as saguaro. But to at least the Reddit subreddit.
The subreddit. Is there a cactus subreddit? There's obviously a cactus
It's
subreddit.
/Arizona.
Oh, cute.
And it's basically joking about how it's definitely pronounced saguaro and not sagoro or saguaro.
Okay.
Saguaro cactus. This is what you picture when you picture a cactus.
Yeah. Big boy, thick boy, tall boy with the big arms that go up like this. And
Like
they have
that
the blooms.
sign. Remember when we were going to when we were going to your sister's house and we saw that sign in Boston?
Oh, yes. For
The strip
no
mall?
reason. The cactus sign at the strip mall leaving freaking, where were we?
Danvers.
Not Well, yeah. Somewhere else, too.
I
It
don't
must have been
know.
Danvers.
It was very gaudy and out of nowhere and just like
The sign, we were shook.
offensive kind of. I didn't like it.
Well, I loved it. It was amazing.
So that is a saguaro cactus. They can grow to be over 60 feet tall.
Unreal. Yeah, I saw some of these big fuckers in Arizona. They're so cool.
They're so
I
cool.
fucking love Arizona so much.
So this saguaros are native to the Sonoran Desert in Arizona, the Mexican state of Sonora, and the Whipple Mountains and Imperial County areas of California.
Hell yeah.
Saguaros have a relatively long lifespan, frequently exceeding 150 years. The
Yeah, I
oldest
mean, if
ones
they
are
can
over
get that-
300 years old.
If they can get that big, it takes a long time to grow that size.
Yeah. They can
When
weigh,
they have to reserve so much of their energy and resources because they don't get regular water, like that's their whole thing. They don't grow that quickly.
no. They can weigh over 8 tons.
Girl.
And to your point, it takes them the first 10 years of their life to grow 1.5 inches tall. 10 years.
Wow. Patience, resilience, 2 things I don't have.
They are very much regulated and protected in these areas.
As they should be.
Yeah.
Give them time to fucking grow. It's not like you can just plant new ones and they come back real quick to rebalance
10
that
years.
ecosystem. 10 years to go a couple inches.
Yeah.
Bro.
To be stepped on by literally anything. So they may grow their first side arm around 75 to 100 years of age.
Oh my God. So some of these that you're seeing with their big arms are potentially hundreds of years
300
old.
years old.
Oh my God. I wish I had known that, like, that was at the forefront of my mind when I saw them. I was just too excited. They look like men waving.
I know.
Tall men wave. I'm just obsessed with them. They look like a wacky waving inflatable tube man.
Yep, totally. Some of them never grow any arms at all, and those cactuses are called spears because it's just one.
Yeah.
I have a picture of a couple spears.
Oh,
they
yeah.
just look really odd.
They just look like big old straight dicks coming out of the ground. Like how asparagus grows. Asparagus looks so funny.
Yeah,
It just pops out of the
does.
ground like that.
I know. It looks so silly.
It's so strange.
Some saguaros can have over 50 arms.
Damn.
The record is 78.
Oh my God.
The record that we have kept track of.
Sure.
Their root system, it's shallow. It can get up to like 3 feet deep, but it doesn't have to be very deep at all. They're really just sucking up the surface water. But their root system can extend to over 100 feet, like in diameter.
Okay, so it doesn't go very deep, but it can go wide.
Yes.
Wow.
During a rainstorm, a mature saguaro can absorb up to 200 gallons of water. You can see them getting fatter with water.
That's
And
crazy.
in total, it can store over 1,300 gallons of water.
Oh my God. That's so much water.
Those fuckers are big.
Yeah.
The spines are not to be fucked with. They can grow to be over 3 inches long and are as strong as steel. That's going to go right through you.
Uh-huh.
There's one report that a bighorn sheep skull that they found had been penetrated by a saguaro spine after the sheep had
Rammed
into the cactus or something.
Holy hell. Those fuckers are not to be messed with.
No. Saguaros have been a source of food and shelter for humans for thousands of years. Their sweet red fleshed fruits are turned into syrup by native peoples, such as the Tohono O'odham and the Pima. Their ribs, so inside the cactus, there's just straight stick-looking things. They're called the ribs. Mm-hmm. And they are, I think they're kind of what sucks the water in.
Mm-hmm. And maintains the structure of the plant itself.
It's sort of like the bones, but they look like rods when they're all dried out, when the plant is dead. And I started going down another rabbit hole about the Fibonacci sequence because that's how the ribs are arranged in the cactus.
Cool.
But then I was like, I
have to stop.
I can't get into the Fibonacci of it all.
No.
But yeah, there is some interesting biogeometry going on. So those ribs are used as building materials in these wood poor deserts because those are the natural materials that they have.
Amazing.
And the saguaro blossom is the state wildflower of Arizona.
Fucking cool.
Beautiful. So now that we're all in love with saguaros, humans are trash and sometimes they are cruel to the cacti. Harming or vandalizing them is illegal. Like I said, they're very protected, but people do like to just shoot at them, which is an activity known as cactus plugging.
Oh, for God's sakes. Shoot at cans, empty cans, like a normal person who shoots at things, who insists at shooting at things.
Well, apparently this is fun. So in 1982, roommates David Grundman and James Joseph Sokochi went wandering around in the desert with their guns because they were bored. They were 2 miles north of Arizona Highway 74, just west of Lake Pleasant. They had lots of saguaros growing there, and they decided to start shooting at them. Grundman shot a small saguaro in the trunk until it tipped over, killed it, crying, "The first one was easy," according to his roommate.
The fuck?
He then chose a specimen which stood 26 feet tall and was later estimated to be 100 years old.
Minimum.
He started shooting at it until a 500-pound arm fell off of the cactus onto Grundman, crushing him.
That sucks.
There are varying reports. I think he might have been standing next to his car because it said it landed on him and his car. And I also read a report that after the arm had fallen off and crushed him, the whole trunk also fell.
Came down.
And double squashed him.
Yeah, they probably just pulled over on the side of the road out in the desert. These cacti are fucking everywhere. Parked, opened fire, and then knocked that fucking thing over, and it got its comeuppance.
Yeah.
It got its revenge.
So, he did.
Oh, he died?
Oh, it was 500 pounds.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually,
and big spikes.
Well, R.I.P. in peace, I guess.
Yeah. No, he's dead. The arm crushed him, and then the rest of it fell and crushed him again.
Don't shoot these magnificent living beings, you fucking assholes.
Grundman's demise was chronicled in a song called Saguaro by the Texas band The Austin Lounge Lizards.
Oh my God. I want the song.
I know. I didn't listen to it.
All right.
It reminds me of 3,000 pounds of bananas.
I know.
Okay. So a couple fun facts. Like I mentioned, the smallest species of cactus in the world is the Blossfeldia lilliputana. Like the Lilliputians. And every day of this plant's life is so whimsical because this small cacti typically grows in crevices, often close to waterfalls.
Oh my God. Magic.
And she's only a little baby.
Oh,
Just a little 0.4 inches wide.
so little. I love.
I know.
And she blooms. She has little flowers on her.
I think so.
Oh,
She does bloom. She's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Oh,
Hold
no.
on. I'm going to put her on the drive. Oh, my Lord. Okay. Just look at her next to that penny.
Oh, my God. She's tiny. She only has enough space for literally one little flower.
I know. She only has one areola.
Oh, my God. I love her.
This is so cute.
She's so cute.
Oh, my little Lilliputian. Okay. There was a cactus in Arizona called Old Granddaddy. It was about 300 years old, 40 feet tall, and like was really popular. It was probably like close to a road. So
Holy
tourists
shit.
like took pictures with him.
Well, okay. So there's a ton. It might be close to a road, but there's a ton of hiking trails for you to like see things like this. Mm-hmm. So this easily could have been on
Not close to a road.
not
but
close to a road, but
my
on an
point is,
easily accessible hiking area.
it was easily accessible. So that's why it was
So
famous.
cool. Mm-hmm. He's huge.
Well, he passed away in, I think, 1992.
Oh, well,
But
what a
it's
life.
over 300, yeah. So the tallest cactus ever measured was an armless saguaro, so
Oh,
a
no.
spear.
A spear. A dong.
It blew over in a windstorm in July 1986, but it was 78 feet tall.
Holy buckets.
And just one.
Oh,
No arms.
good for her. Love
That
her.
one kind of grossed me out. 78 fucking feet tall.
No arms. No time. No room. No arms.
Not enough water. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's amazing.
One of the most significant events in the history of cacti was their introduction to Europe by fucking Christopher Columbus.
Ugh.
So he came to what is now the quote unquote New World,
He came, he colonized, he left.
brought a prickly pear cactus back, and people were like infatuated with it. So this was the first time that cacti had been seen in Europe. This introduction sparked a fascination with cacti among European botanists and horticulturists, leading to the widespread cultivation and trade of these unique plants. Because they're fucking weird looking.
Cool. I mean, not cool that he took it, but cool that more people got to experience it.
Yeah. So that is a bit of background and a mini case for us for
Yeah.
Cactus Crimes.
The guy dying.
Of course he died.
Yeah. I mean, I feel silly for not immediately clocking that would have killed him because doy.
Yeah.
But
A 500-pound arm with the spikes, followed by the rest of the cactus.
no,
What a way to go.
that self-defense.
Why are you shooting at it that close, too?
What
You fucking
people-
idiot.
People don't think.
No.
People don't think.
No, they do not.
And then a cactus falls on you
Yeah.
and you die
yeah.
and your car is crushed. So you can't even leave your car to your next of kin.
What's your roommate going to do?
Whoever your next of kin are so embarrassed by how you died. The least you could do is leave them a car that they could sell and get a little money for. No, can't even do that.
Sell it
Can't
for
even
scrap.
die right. Sell it for scrap. Even took my damn tiara. All right. Well done. I also love cacti now after learning more about them. They're so cool. Mm-hmm. And deserve to be protected and revered. And we will get to it in my case. But first, let's take a quick break to hear a word from our sponsors.
Let's do it. All the cryo, the vampire facials, the Botox, the silk pillowcases in the world will not cancel out a medieval wiping ritual.
No! Get up to speed. Get clean, girl.
Get with the times and embrace full body wellness and daily luxury with a Tushy bidet.
Listen! No. I love a bidet. The second I went Tushy, I have never gone back, and myself and a close friend of ours, hi Justin, have gone to great lengths to try and have a bidet with us at all times.
travel bidet.
That's how much we love a bidet. I've got a bidet in every toilet. God bless the angels at Tushy. They sent me another one for the ad read, and I was like, oh, babes, I already have every one of my toilets is covered. So I gave it as a gift to a neighbor. I'm the Tushy fairy. I'm just handing about, you get a Tushy. And if you're wondering, what the heck is a Tushy? Let me tell you, Tushy is the everyday luxury bidet that instantly transforms your bathroom habits and bottom health for life. 99% of people who wash with Tushy feel cleaner and fresher after going to the bathroom. And let me tell you, I'm one of the 99%. I'm always using it.
I don't know who the 1% is. You're lying.
You're lying. There's a bidet for every biohacking personality type. So you could get the Cloud Plus, which automatically deodorizes the air when you sit down.
Yes.
Hi. You can get the Aura, which automatically opens the seat when you enter the bathroom. You can really upgrade to like the spaceship bathroom.
Yes.
So Aura is Tushy's brand new electric bidet, and it has that auto open lid and seat. It has an instant warm water spout that never runs cold.
Oh my God. Sign me up.
Babe, this might be your favorite. It has UV sterilization for next level hygiene.
Oh!
Yeah, this is the luxury. This is the top brass.
I'm saving up for my Aura.
For real. Aura by Tushy easily attaches to your existing toilet without the need for additional plumbing. I mean, I can't tell you how amazing the setup process is. They give you all the materials you need to know what you're doing. I felt like such a plumber. I think I took a TikTok or something of me doing it.
You definitely did.
I had such a good time, and I felt so proud of myself. And then it's like, really, if I can do it, anybody can do it. This is a daily decadence with practical benefits. Over half of the people who wash with Tushy soothe their hemorrhoids. Hello.
Yes.
And 9 out of 10 people reduce itching and discomfort. A lot of that discomfort is because you're not clean enough, honey.
Also, if you menstruate.
Oh my God. If you're a cup user,
Yeah.
your life is completely changed. So instead of wiping endlessly with toilet paper, Tushy pristinely removes 99% of bacteria while protecting your natural skin barrier thanks to one natural ingredient, just fresh water. Okay? The installation is simple. It takes about 10 minutes to complete. Literally anyone can do it. Hi, I proved it. Find it on my TikTok. Tushy Bidet gives you 2-in-1 benefits. It reduces irritation and it prevents micro tears with soothing water instead of scratchy toilet paper or damaging wet wipes, which, like, I don't care how much wet wipes say they're just fine for your plumbing.
No, they're not. They're flushable in the sense that you can flush them, but
Not
you
that
are
you should.
definitely not supposed to.
No. So it's always easy to use. You sit, you cleanse, and you dry using the built-in air dryer. That's right. Cleaning yourself after using the bathroom can now be hands-free. You can do a thorough clean without having to reach back there much at all. People who have made the switch to Tushy use up to 80% less TP. I have definitely noticed this in our house. Mm-hmm. Our Costco-sized TP is much less frequently purchased now. We've got way fewer clogged toilets. If you're using a lot less TP, you're not going to be clogging up your toilet. You're not wasting money on something that does an inferior job cleaning your body. If you got poop on your hand, would you just wipe it off with a piece of paper? No. Every Hello Tushy bidet comes with a 30-day hassle-free return and a 12-month warranty. Girl, what are you waiting for?
Elevate your comfort every day for life. For a limited time, our listeners get 10% off their first bidet order when you use code GALS at checkout. That's 10% off your first bidet order at hellotushy.com with promo code GALS.
I don't know about you, but I look at my to-do list and I'm like, only right now Amanda matters, so future Amanda can do that. Okay? I don't want to do it. And that is where IndaCloud really helps me get my head on straight. It's a quick, edible, and then suddenly overwhelming and spiraling becomes cozy and snacky and fun. Oh my gosh, I can do the dishes and have a nice little time. Hi, I am ready to do that. IndaCloud makes legal hemp-derived THC products that are actually good. They're not mystery edibles that, like, your roommate's cousin made in their air fryer. Like, no. We're talking really good gummies, vapes, and pre-rolls that are strong, they're tasty, and they get the job done. I have definitely been snacking on, like, the sour rope.
Yep.
Baby! I had a good time the other night.
You wrote your drunk dive with it.
I sure did. It helps me work. It's for work.
I mean, it does increase your creativity, that's for sure.
I love it. And it's just, it feels good. It's fun. It's relaxing.
Yeah. All of IndaCloud's products are third-party lab tested. They're 2018 Farm Bill compliant, and every order is shipped super discreetly, so no one judges you. Your roommates won't judge you. So if you are 21 or older, head to indacloud.co and use code GALS to get 25% off your first order plus free shipping. That's indacloud.co, code GALS, 25% off free shipping. You know what to do. I know that our ads aren't like on video, so you can't see behind me, but last night I ate one of these gummies. Deep cleaned my whole office.
Oh!
Amanda can see it.
It looks amazing.
It's really clean, and I had a great time doing it.
Right?
So, and if we're talking about to-do lists, trust me, it's a lot more fun after a gummy or so. So if you're 21 or older, now's your chance to float above the stress because IndaCloud is giving all new customers 25% off their first order plus free shipping. Just use code GALS or click the link in our show notes to claim your discount. That's indacloud.co, indacloud.co. Use code GALS for free shipping plus 25% off your first order. And when you order, fill out that quick little survey. It helps support the show and keeps IndaCloud sending you the good stuff. So go ahead, tell future you've got it covered. Then grab a gummy and vibe out with IndaCloud.
There is very little that is like less stressful than your credit and trying to figure out your credit score and like repair your credit score if you've got stuff going on. Like you just feel like you're being punished for mistakes you made when like someone at 18 handed you a credit card and you had no idea what you were doing. Am I speaking to my own experience, baby? And like bad credit can really feel awful. It can feel like this heavy shame burden that just sits on your chest like an elephant. But I'm telling you, there is a way out. Let us tell you about Ava.
Ava is a credit building app that makes it so easy to improve your credit fast so you can get better rates on loans, pay off debt faster, and keep more money in your pocket. Most members see their credit go up in less than a week. It is quick. Ava reports your on-time payments to all major credit bureaus every single day, helping you build solid credit history quickly. So the longer you stick with Ava, the higher your score can go. It's super affordable. It's super accessible. For just $6 a month, you get access to all of Ava's credit building tools. Ava keeps it low stress, low cost, and super transparent.
Yep. So take control of your credit right now. Download the Ava app. That's spelled AVA today. And when you join, use our promo code CRIME, and your first month is totally free. Get the Ava app and use our promo code CRIME so they know that you heard about it from us and get your first month with Ava for free. That's promo code CRIME. Thanks to Ava. And now go get yourself some good credit. All right. Are you ready for my case?
I'm so ready.
Today, I'm digging deep into a prickly predicament.
Prickly?
Sounds like it's ripped straight from a Hollywood script, but with a decidedly thorny element.
You don't even like puns.
I don't.
You rascal.
I don't, but they when they are necessary, they just are necessary. I can't stop them.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about a multi-million-dollar heist, an international smuggling ring, and a protagonist who proudly crowned himself, quote, the king of the cactus pirates. And he or his legal team, I don't know, but they've worked tirelessly to make sure there are like no photos of him on the internet. So the only one I could find that I'm pretty sure is him is from this Instagram account called Bio Chile. You can see it on the drive, and he's in a pirate costume holding a cactus. El rey de los piratas del cactus. Así italiano cayó a la cárcel por robar casi 1,000 plantas chilenas. That's what we're talking about today.
That cactus looks photoshopped in also.
It's not, but it's like, it might be. Because he's also photoshopped on top of this background of other cacti. So I don't know if he's actually holding that cactus or if somebody pasted it on him. I don't know, but that's like the only picture of him that I could find.
Okay.
So forget diamonds, forget gold or priceless art. In the bizarre underworld of illegal wildlife trade, the real treasure, it turns out, is a rare, slow-growing succulent from one of the driest places on Earth. And this, that we're about to dive into, is the saga of Operation Atakama.
Okay, I'm looking at the picture of these cacti. They look like breasts.
They do. They're bulbous.
The flower on top, or I guess that's the flower. That's just a nipple.
Yep. They're
Looks
a bulbous cactus.
White breast with a yellow nipple.
But they can get huge. They can start out kind of little, almost like that little teeny guy you showed me.
Yeah.
But they can get fucking massive. And they take, just like really any other cactus that we're talking about, they're capable of getting that large, unlike all other cacti. But to get that large takes fucking decades. Takes so long to do. So not only that, but these guys are really specific to one region. So that is the breathtaking and surprisingly cool Atacama Desert in Chile.
I've been there.
Well, then you've seen these in person probably.
Probably.
So you don't have to imagine it, but the rest of us can imagine a landscape so arid and so sucked clean of moisture that it feels like impossible for anything to survive. I mean, if you've ever been to a desert. But nestled in its nooks and crannies are thousands of Copiapoa cacti. These are not your garden variety succulents. They are unique to Chile, and they grow a mere centimeter each year.
Ooh. Ooh.
And it really, like, never rains there. So they get their hydration from an evening fog, the Kamanshaka, that comes through that region like every night.
A fog.
That's how they get water from fog. So like, talk about the most fucking resilient plant you could possibly imagine.
Mm-hmm. And people who live there.
And the people who live there. Pablo Guerrero, who's a researcher at the Institute of Ecology and Biodiversity. He's also an assistant professor at the University of Concepcion and member of the IUCN Species Survival Commission, Cactus and Succulent Plant Specialist Group, said that Copiapoa play a unique role with their habitat. Quote, the Copiapoa genus is a key ecological component of the desert ecosystems in northern Chile, where it survives thanks to the moisture provided by the coastal fog known as the Camanchaca. This rich cactus genus not only serves as shelter and food source for various species, but also contributes to soil stabilization and the carbon cycle in one of the driest environments on the planet. Their ability to store water and adapt to extreme conditions makes them fundamental for ecosystem resilience. So they only grow in this area, and they are crucial to that area's ecosystem.
Dang.
They should not be fucked with.
No.
They are rare beauties. They range from coin-sized to the size of a small car.
Stop.
Yeah, with their thick, dark spines and geometric ridges, and they caught the eye of collectors worldwide. So, you know, human's gonna human. Where there's high demand for rare and beautiful things, there's always someone looking to make a quick, illicit buck.
Uh-huh.
The Atacama, surprisingly, became a hotspot for succulent smuggling. These individual specimens, especially the visually attractive ones, can fetch tens of thousands of dollars. That's how rare they are.
Jesus
they only grow there.
Yeah. Whoa.
So, enter our anti-hero, the cactus pirate himself, Andrea Piombetti, a well-known figure in the Italian plant world, described as a collector and trader for decades. He apparently took great pride in his, quote, unique knowledge of the realm of cacti.
Oh, no.
His social media presence was, shall we say, on brand. It's been, again, mostly like scrubbed from the internet. But these are just little bits and pieces that we got from articles about this case. His Facebook profile picture featured a rugged backpack atop a cluster of cacti in the field, and his WhatsApp status profile named him the King of the Cactus Pirates. And he often wore a self-made jacket emblazoned with the King of Chile. The dude sounds like a total douche. You're Italian.
Yeah.
You're not the King of Chile, and you're stealing their shit.
You're Italian.
Sir, you're Italian.
God, what a clown.
No. So,
Look at these clowns.
look at these fucking clowns. So the fish. These antics with this particular plant were not his first rodeo.
Cool.
But he's always been into the succulents and the cacti. Back in 2013, customs at Milano Malpensa Airport intercepted a suspicious shipment of 143 cacti heading straight to his house. Soil forensics proved they'd been illicitly removed from Chile, but the case mysteriously expired, the statute of limitations ended before a verdict leaving the cactus pirate bringing down any kind of consequences for him. So he was able to just walk free. It was like the clock just ran out on prosecuting him, I guess. In their court. Great. So fast forward to February of 2020, police, following a complaint about Piambetti allegedly taking a rare sapling from a local botanist nursery. So he's fucking breaking into other people's plants all over the place.
What a fucking weirdo.
So the cops paid him a little visit. Piambetti, clearly a master of subtle evasion, barricaded himself inside his house for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then police finally got in, because I guess he didn't do that good of a job.
I love a good barricading.
Gotta love a barricading. So they did not find the sapling, but they did find something very interesting. Over 1,000 Copiapoa cacti were chilling on his veranda and also in a locked room that he initially claimed he'd lost the key for.
Oh my God.
But then when under pressure, suddenly was magically able to open it. He also claimed to have lost his passport when they were asking for verification of his identity, but then they found it on top of his wardrobe. They opened it up and they were able to see stamps confirming 5 trips to Chile between 2016 and 2019. So it was a discovery made by chance because the cops wouldn't have gone there in the first place if he hadn't tried to steal this sapling from somebody else. But to me, that's less by chance.
He was felled by a sapling.
He was felled by himself. He's an idiot. He got caught trying to steal from somebody and then tried to lock himself in his house. They got him. Tried to hide his cacti. They got in. Tried to hide his passport showing that he had been to Chile. They found it on the wardrobe. He bungled it at every possible turn.
Oh, yes.
So this bust blew the lid off of an entire operation and was now officially dubbed Operation Atakama. Piambetti, along with his accomplice Mattia Crescentini, even posted his cactus finds on an Instagram account that he used to have called Cactus_Italy. Bro, had built a lucrative cross-border trade. They would ship the stolen succulents from Chile to contacts in Greece and Romania, who would then redirect the packages to Italy while kind of circumventing some of the more detail-oriented customs situations. So from there, they'd be sold to a network of buyers across Europe, Asia, and even directly to customers in the United States and Japan. And these individual specimens, one plant could sell for tens of thousands of dollars, depending how big it was. Because again, they only grow 1 centimeter a year. So if you're smuggling a really big one, A, it's a lot more dangerous for the smuggler. B, that's a really old plant. Kind of crazy.
Do you have details on how they were smuggling them? Did they just have them in I don't think they were probably taped to their bodies.
I don't. Well, no, they were shipped. So they were just hidden in other shit. They were packaged in containers, but probably just inside of other things so that it would be oh, that's a toy car, or that's a desk. That's a mahogany desk. Don't look in the drawers.
It would be really hard to prevent that kind of stuff when you against the backdrop of global shipping.
Yeah, I don't think they were shipping massive specimens all that often. If anything, I mean, he might try to smuggle some stuff closer over the border, but the shipping I think was primarily for the smaller size plants because it would be so hard to ship one of these that's the size of a small car. It's not going to fucking happen. It's not going to fucking happen. But people want them because they're exotic, and then if they can take care of them well enough, then they can continue to grow when they're repotted, etc.
It's an investment.
It's an investment over time. One Japanese buyer in the fashion industry was sending Piambetti €2,500 every single month in exchange for rare plants.
Oh my God.
That's
an expensive subscription.
Yeah. to getting these
rocket
plants.
money could cancel that for you.
Please. The police valued the seized plants, just the plants that they got from this by chance encounter in his home, just those plants, at over €1 million.
Oh my God.
And he'd been doing this for a long time. So that was just the value of the plants he had on hand in his home, not the years that he's already been doing this.
Wow.
So that's what they mean when they're like, this was a multi-million-dollar operation. Just in this one bus, that's over €1 million in plants. So Andrea Catabriga, a cactus expert and president of the Associazione per la Biodiversità e la sua Conservazione, or the ABC,
Vamos a la playa.
helped identify the species. He called them, quote, incredible plants, ancient plants, hundreds of years old, adding they were perfect.
Oh, God.
So, like, imagine getting an expert seal of approval on your stolen goods. He was looking at them after they were collected and was like, holy shit, they're perfect.
It reminds me of those creepy bug guys in Silence of the Lambs.
Kinda, yeah.
She brings that thing to them to examine. And
Yeah,
he has like a bug on his face or something. He's like, it's beautiful.
So gorgeous. Forensic botanists confirmed that about 1,000 Capiopoa were illicitly extracted directly from the Atakama, that desert area, among these plants that they collected. And hundreds more were grown from seeds collected during these extirpation stints, so like theft.
I Googled extirpation. I don't know if you saw me highlight that while you were reading.
Tell me.
It refers to the disappearance of a species from a specific geographic area, while the species itself may still exist elsewhere.
There you go.
It's essentially a localized extinction.
Yeah, because these things are fucking endangered. And he's...
and crucial to the ecosystem.
And he's fucking stealing them and propagating them and selling them. It's insane. While collecting seeds isn't illegal in Chile, removing and exporting the plants without proper documentation definitely is. So here's where the case gets a little bit revolutionary, because a lot of times when people commit like environmental crimes like this, you get slapped with some fines, you might see some jail time, but it's not really that intense. Mm-hmm. But the Italian court took it very, very seriously, and they did not just slap them with criminal penalties, which, by the way, included suspended sentences of 18 months in prison and a €25,000 fine for Piombetti and a 1 year in prison and €18,000 fine for Crescentini. But as is standard in Italy, these criminal sanctions were conditionally suspended, subject to the payment of a civil claim. So they are dealing with all the like automated legal shit. Okay, you got caught doing this, we have to slap you with this. But they also took it a step further in Italy. And the court recognized that Piombetti's crime was not just against the law, but was against nature itself.
Oh my God.
So like against the environment. So the ABC, that very easy for me to say.
In your native Italian.
Yeah, conservation group run by Andrea Catabriga joined the case as a civil party. So they're like, we will take up arms for nature. They argued that this poaching was not just about stealing plants, but it caused moral harm to their conservation work, making it harder to protect species and promote sustainable legal production. And the court agreed with them. So they essentially filed like a civil claim that was like, you fucked up nature and you fucked us over specifically because what you've done makes our job as conservationists harder by harming this ecosystem that we're trying to preserve.
Yeah, like what the fuck are we even doing here?
Yeah, and the Italian court was like, bet, let's go. So they ordered the criminals to pay the ABC an additional €20,000 for damages to their conservation mission, plus all of their legal fees.
Good. Get them.
Yeah, but it's more than just a fine. It also came with a directive. So the funds that they had to pay are specifically earmarked to support research for conservation of affected species, actions to protect affected species, and repatriated plants, so plants that have been removed, and then some can be brought back and replanted, but some of them were so damaged that they couldn't be returned to where they were stolen from.
Plants are sensitive. They
are
probably
sensitive.
had, shock being moved and put in dark crates and shit.
Yup. And they had to spend the money on a public awareness campaign that ran in both Italy and Chile about this plant.
That is amazing.
I know. So Dr. Jacob Phelps, who is co-founder of Conservation Litigation, who supported this case, put it thusly, quote, "This verdict shows that existing laws can hold offenders responsible for helping remedy the harms they cause. It puts the focus on conservation rather than just punishment. This could prove a transformative response to the biodiversity crisis that will inspire similar legal actions globally." Or, as our ABC guy, Andrea Catabriga, eloquently stated, quote, "We're giving to plants a right to not be destroyed because they are beings." So, like, bitch, move over, Lorax. The lawyers are speaking for the cacti now. Okay?
I love that.
Yes. My name
Move
is
over,
Andrea
Lorax.
Catabriga. I speak for the cacti. But being slapped with charges didn't stop the king of the cactus pirates immediately.
God,
For
what
the
a
BBC,
joke.
quote, "In September 2024, while still pending judgment in Italy, he flew to Chile one more time. He was arrested at the airport upon landing in Santiago, as he was now also wanted for illegal wildlife trafficking in Chile."
Oh, smart. Good job, guy.
Yep. So I'm not exactly sure who this person is, but someone who is working on this case probably an officer in Chile. Cecchini says a Chilean prosecutor reached out to him personally on WhatsApp after hearing about the repatriation of the smuggled cacti in February of 2024. And as a result, he initiated a case against Piombetti. The collector underwent a fast-tracked trial in Atakama court, and Chilean authorities fined him 5 million pesos, which is about $5,300 US, and banned him from entering the country for 10 years.
Goodbye.
Such a ban from the country is likely the most effective deterrent from future smuggling, Cecchini says.
Yeah.
But the cherry on top of this succulent sundae was in a groundbreaking move. 840 of the stolen Capiapoa cacti were able to be sent back to Chile, which is practically unheard of in these like wildlife smuggling rings.
840.
840 of the 1,000 that were recovered in his house were able to be returned to Chile, which is really
Good
incredible.
for them. Yeah.
That does not usually happen, I guess, in these wildlife cases, which is deeply fucking sad. Mm-hmm. Barbara Ghosh from the IUCN SSC Cactus and Succulent Plant Specialist Group helped design the protocol for their safe repatriation. While they're now in a greenhouse in the Atakama, managed by Chile's National Forest Corporation, they can't quite go home back into the wild because nobody knows their exact original location. So they likely wouldn't make it if they weren't replanted like exactly where they were.
God, they're so fragile.
They are so fragile, but they're being well cared for in a greenhouse environment where they can really keep a little more control over it to keep them alive. Mm-hmm. So they will be used to contribute to genetic and botanical research and propagation experiments to see if they can breed more of them and help fortify the lifespan of this plant. So it's a second chance at life. It's not exactly what they planned, but like they're not just, these plants will not have been stolen for nothing to like just sit in some rich person's house. They will directly impact the crucial research about this ecosystem and about this plant specifically that protects this ecosystem and like ways that they could propagate them to create more so that hopefully we can rebuild.
And if they can modify them in some way to be like more hardy, able to withstand different environments, and they can grow elsewhere,
potentially. So this case is part of a growing trend of, quote, biodiversity litigation. Environmental lawyers around the world are looking to this novel legal approach of like making them not just pay their fines, but essentially pay like reparations toward conservation. So they want this to be a precedent. They want to tackle poaching and environmental damage and have that be held to a high standard in the court, like the Italians did, where they were like, yeah, this isn't just a crime against, breaking the law. This is a crime against fucking nature. And that's how all of these conservationist groups are like, yeah, that's how it should be. Mm-hmm. So from pangolins in Uganda to wild boar in India, the hope is to force... The hope is to force criminals to pay for the wider ecosystem damage, not just for a single animal or tree or plant. As the Indonesian Center for Environmental Law noted, traditional criminal punishment often, quote, fails to make offenders bear the true cost of their crimes. This Italian case is a major step forward, setting a strong precedent that those who harm an ecosystem can be held responsible for restoring said ecosystem. It's a, quote, new wave of green litigation, according to Dr. Phelps. It's pretty groundbreaking. And the fact that we have not approached environmental crime in this way really much at all before, that makes this very recent case so groundbreaking and a precedent to be set, is like exciting and also makes me deeply sad. We should have been approaching things this way from the beginning.
Well, it reminds me of, there have been like some cases recently of kids suing corporations on behalf of like their generation's health
ruined
and
everything for
wellness.
Yeah.
It's like, you're right. Having these people pay a fine, it's money. That's not going to fix the problem, but it can be earmarked to go directly towards doing as much good as it possibly can.
Yeah, to truly repair the harm that you fucking did.
Wow.
But just like the desert, even though this is an exciting change, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. The volunteer educators of the Caminantes del Desierto, or the Desert Walkers in Chile, who patrol the Atakama, are a bit more pragmatic. So Mauricio Gonzalez, their president, fighting wiped out trails and getting hundreds of ill-intentioned messages online, said, quote, "I don't believe in fairy tales." He pointed out that while Piombeti was busted, many less experienced locals are still contracted by international collectors, sometimes eradicating whole populations in areas where the cacti have, quote, highly localized endemism. So they are like very much meant to be only in that one place. Social media has made it easier for collectors to connect while regulation and enforcement lag behind. And he gets like all this fucking hate for speaking for the cacti. Plus, the cacti face other existential threats like climate change, with 76% of Capiapoa species now endangered.
Oh my God.
So while the legal victory is huge, it's certainly not a silver bullet. And I understand where he's coming from, that like, yeah, that's great, but it's kind of too little too late. There's so much damage that's already been done. And one single legal precedent is not going to be enough. These people are still, the market is still hot for these kinds of plants and wildlife. And people are circumventing all kinds of legal parameters to access this shit. Kind of like Wild West, kind of unchecked. Yeah. It's fucked up. It makes me really sad.
Yeah. I thought we weren't going to have a depressing episode.
I'm going to try to finish it on a happy note. So as the sun sets over the Atakama and the Kamanchaka fog rolls in, there are still glimmers of hope. The Caminantes, despite their skepticism, still find thriving Capiapoa, some with 20 thick water-filled branches, which, again, they grow like a centimeter a year. These are hundreds of years old. And then they find more that are just teeny tiny little babies, a bunch that are being pollinated by just little tiny red ants. Like, it just, when you zoom in, you also zoom out a little bit. Like the role of these tiny little pollinators that help grow this like deeply important plant to this specific area. It's really beautiful to know that there are still these little babies that are cropping up and that there are still these elder grandparent plants that are still thriving in this region is great. And thanks to this landmark Italian case, now more than ever, nature has like a legal fighting chance to get its day in court, and more people are learning about this. More people are aware of this plant and the importance of this plant, and then the broader, harm of these like illegal plant and wildlife trades. It's not just about, potentially harming a plant or an animal, but like there's a lot of times irrevocable consequences to the ecosystems where these beings belong. We are not meant to just come in and take shit without knowing what the fuck it means or what kind of impact it has on that area. And like people live in this region And there's thriving wildlife in this region that would die off without this special cactus that gets its water from the coastal fog.
Yeah. These cacti did not evolve for millions of years to do the crazy shit that they're able to do.
Yeah, so that
For
some
you to
dick
have-
in a pirate hat
Ugh.
can hop on WhatsApp and then go steal them so you can have it in your house. Like,
Yeah.
or in your garden, whatever the fuck. Like, no. And
This-
when a plant is like that rare and that specific to a region, the likelihood of even someone with a lot of money who maybe is obsessed with plants, the likelihood of that plant actually thriving outside of its own specific environment, no matter how much money you have and how much care you try to take of it, is very limited. It's not meant to be there. It's meant to be in this area. So leave it the fuck alone.
Free Willy, leave the plants alone.
Yes.
This also reminds me a little bit about, okay, so like houseplants are obviously having their extended moment. Exhibit A right behind me.
Oh, yeah.
In a similar way that we need to pay attention to how things are sourced and in what way they fit into the bigger picture. I think people are being more sensitive. And I don't think that like the stones and the gems and the rocks and that kind of stuff might not have such a death grip on millennials anymore. But like the ethics of how those are sourced, any natural resource
Your crystals,
really
your
can be
houseplants.
so
Oh, yeah, your spices.
exploited. And just to be aware of what you're purchasing, where it came from.
What
you know.
its cultural, but also, you know, environmental impact is, and whether or not you are meant to be engaging with that item. It's all stuff to think about. Because, yeah, even like the cultural significance of, say, this cactus, for example, it's not just because, oh, this thing only grows here and so it's special to these people. Like, yeah, okay, yes, and that should be compelling enough to not fuck with it. But, like, it is crucial to that land that this plant exists there. You know, it reminds me of, like, you know, white folks getting super into saging, and then white sage was way over harvested, and it's like wasn't widely available for indigenous communities that actually use that in spiritual practice. So being very mindful of if you should be using that or not, but you know, if you differ on where you land there, making sure you're sourcing it ethically and from the communities that rely on it, that honor it and that use it.
Yeah. Just take a beat, think about it. Can't hurt.
Yep. And this is all, I mean, I think it's just such an interesting conversation because this is really what a lot of the core of like the land back movement is about. It's not about like kicking white people out of America.
That's not what they want to do.
No, it's
That's
about
not what anyone's
returning
asking for.
the stewardship of the land to the people who know best how to nurture it and care for it, and setting our standards of living in the United States down to our very laws to be in alignment with the long-term goal of survival and thriving, not just for human beings, but for like all of these other creatures and animals and plants and water and like everything that fucking lives on our earth. Like, oh no, that's so scary and awful. The fuck? Y'all, people are crazy. Anyway, that was a lot. I am super into cacti now. I went and did this crazy, this is not related, but also is related to how I'm feeling right now. I, on a whim, did the coolest thing a couple weeks ago where my friends texted me and were like, one night only, this park in Theo Worth is doing a firefly walk. And the park
I'm
usually...
so jealous that you got to do that.
It was incredible. The park usually closes at 8, but they kept it open until 10 so that we could be in there after sundown and see thousands of fireflies. And we learned they had like conservationists and park employees at all these stations throughout the trails. We were in there for like an hour and a half, and you could stop and talk to these people about fucking fireflies. And I was like, these things are so cool and so amazing. And they are also dying.
Yeah.
It's just like doing, I don't know, look into your local parks and your local park programs, because this was totally free. It's probably my favorite memory of the summer. It tapped into this like childhood whimsy that felt so comforting and beautiful. And I also learned so much about this bug that I knew fuck all about, except that it was like cool and it glowed. But I had no idea what kind of research impact it had on medicine, on technology, on light sources, like how many different species of fireflies there are. There's like over 2,000 and 19 of them live in Minnesota alone.
So for our next friend retreat, you know what your PowerPoint's going to be about.
Seriously, I think I might have to do fireflies.
I love like general community and adult education.
It was so cool. It was so cool.
I'm so jealous that you got to do that. Good
Well,
for you. Good
I'm
for
sure,
you.
you know, if there's something like that in Minnesota, there's probably something like that in Iowa. And you're like a big fan of your local conservatory. And, you know, we have Como Conservatory here and all these really incredible parks that are very well maintained and have a lot of, like, in the same area where we went to see the fireflies, you can see fucking like lady slippers growing every year. Like, it's crazy the kind of gorgeous flora and fauna that's indigenous to this region that's so well protected, like right within. It's in Golden Valley. It's like 20 minutes from my house. It's, I don't know. It's cool. So get involved in stuff like that because it's important that they have your support.
And don't shoot cacti.
Please. Just pose in front of them and be impressed. That's fine.
Pose carefully in front of them. Respectfully, appropriately far enough away.
Don't overwater your bathroom cactus.
No. That's hard to... Whatever.
I know.
Anyway, sorry to Bill for your loss. Sounds like it was your fault, but
That felt very from the heart. Thank you.
thanks for listening, everyone. Thank you to our fan picker,
Sophie Rouge.
If you want to hear this episode and all of our episodes ad-free and get a bunch of extra cool bonus content, drunk dives, happy hours, spooky little bitches, a mansplaining, exclusive merch, head on over
Early
to our
access to
website.
live shows.
Yes.
And other streaming events.
Other random shit that we just throw up there.
So much random shit.
Head on over to our website, wineandcrimepodcast.com, click on the support tab, and you can find more information on how to join us on Uncorked.
Yep. Do it. It's fun over there.
I'm making that prickly pear drink. That sounds so fucking good.
Right? I can't wait.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to Wine and Crime. Our cover art is by Danielle Sylvan. Music by Phil Young and Corey Wendell. Editing by Jonathan Camp. Our production manager is Andrea Gardner. For photos, sources, and other resources, head to wineandcrimepodcast.com. You can follow us on all the socials at Wine and Crime Pod. If you'd like to show your support and get access to all sorts of wine-fueled bonus content, check out our premium channel at wineandcrimepodcast.com/uncorked. Cheers!